G'day guys, how's it going? Welcome back to Same Kitchen. Another week, another recipe. This week I'm going to show you another really simple recipe, something that is so cheap and also so easy to make at home. By that thing I mean tortilla or wraps. It's been over a year since I bought any store-bought tortilla or wraps from the supermarket. It just makes no sense. It's so cheap to make at home, it's so easy, rather than paying $3 or $4 from supermarket. We're saving the planet by not consuming the plastic packagings, but also saving me so much money when I want to make burritos or nachos or anything. By no means this is going to be the most authentic tortilla recipe that you can find on the entire internet. I mean, just look at this face. Clearly very, very Mexican, right? But anyway, I'm here to help you save money and help you make good food, and let's get cooking. Same as most of my recipe goes, I love cooking with a scale so I can nail the ratio and be really precise about my portions. For this recipe, we'll be making 6 tortillas. To start with, we'll need 200 grams of all-purpose flour, 125 grams of water, 42 grams of neutral tasting oil. Over here, I'm using sunflower oil, and then 2.5 grams of salt for seasoning. Next thing you want to grab is a big mixing bowl. I'm a big fan of big bowls. I don't know where this is going. Grab your scale, put your bowl on, and we'll weigh everything out and mix them together. Here, you don't need to be too worried about your dry and wet ingredients. The dough is really easy to work with, so it will be mixed through thoroughly. I like to mix the ingredient in the bowl first with a spatula, so I can make minimum mess while leaving the minimum wastage behind. Once your dough is roughly combined, you want to dust your work surface and then transfer your dough on the bench. Dust the top of the dough and your hands with flour, and then you can start working your dough until it's smooth. It should only take about 3 to 5 minutes of work. Once that's smooth, you can turn it into a bowl and put it away. I usually keep a few used Ziploc bags in the drawers for resting doughs instead of using cling wraps. Just try to reduce any single-use waste where possible. If you can do the same to help save the planet, I'd really appreciate it. So I have the dough resting in the bag for about 20 minutes, just so the gluten can relax and it's easier to roll it out. Once the dough is rested, dust your work surface again and then take the dough out. Next, we want to grab the scale and weigh the whole dough. It should be around 360 grams, which works out about 60 grams per tortilla. So I use the scale again to divide up my 6 portions of tortilla. Don't worry too much if you have to cut the dough multiple times to get the correct weight. We'll be rolling them into small doughs anyway, so it will be okay. Grab the 6 small portions and then turn them into small balls. Next thing we want to do is grab a rolling pin and dust it with flour. We then want to grab the first dough and then start rolling it out. I like to flatten it on the surface a little bit and then grab the rolling pin, start from the middle and then push it out. The way how I roll the tortilla out is I start from the center and then push the rolling pin out. I rotate the dough as I go. I find it this way. It's easier to roll it out as a round tortilla with even thickness. Next thing you want to do is grab a pan with the biggest surface area that you've got and then put it on the stove on medium heat. I like to cook the tortilla as I roll them out so they have no chance to stick together. Another secret of them not sticking to the pan is to make sure that they are covered in flour. The tortilla only takes about 15 to 20 seconds to cook, so you definitely want to keep an eye on it. When you start to see small bubbles throughout the tortilla, it's a sign that it's ready to be flipped. Great thing about these tortillas is that you can make them in advance and then just cover them in a damp towel. To go with the tortilla, I made some quick salsa and turned it into burrito. With the burrito, I started with some black beans, some salsa, some deep fried root vegetables, and then top it with some cheese, and more cheese. My favorite part about fresh tortilla is it's so pliable and then just so easy to work with. I finish up the burrito in a pan just to crisp up the outside and melt the cheese a little bit. And as always, the cost breakdown is as below. 200 grams of flour at $1 a kilo is about 20 cents. 42 grams of sunflower oil at 24 cents per 100 ml is about 10 cents. 125 grams of water and 3 grams of salt is close to nothing, so don't make me do the math. Altogether, 6 tortillas costed us about 30 cents, or would you rather pay 10 times from the supermarket? Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Be good.